Breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 15th of September 2022. Remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and follow, and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads that we do upload on this channel each and every day, each and every hour. And so, guys, here's the latest. Zanu PF's war veterans have told President Emmerson Mnangagwa to reserve seats in Parliament exclusively for the 1970s Liberation War fighters to preserve the party's rule. Presenting the War Veterans League Conference resolution at the weekend, its Secretary for Legal Affairs, Jairus Mapuranga, said consideration should be made to have a War Veterans quota in the National Assembly to ensure that the party is represented by the comrades grounded in ideology to override the system of individuals with narrow selfish interests, and that the legislators implementation of the patriotic bill to effectively protect the country and its leadership. Mnangagwa, however, said war veterans were expecting too much from him and his government. I was listening very carefully to your resolutions, and others are very sound, but some are beyond sound. The depth and nature of your conference resolutions reflect your love for the party. You almost want your government to do the impossible, Mnangagwa said. Mapuranga added the Chitepo School of Ideology should be well resourced and be fully operational on full-time basis, while the National Youth Service Program must be revived as it instills patriotism, discipline, and responsibility in the young generation. The war veterans also requested a quota on boards of government entities as well as commissions. They said a war veterans quota in Parliament would help expedite the patriotic bill, which seeks to criminalize and impose stiff penalties on private correspondence between what were termed self-serving citizens and foreign governments or any officer or agent. The National Assembly in April adopted a motion calling for the crafting of the patriotic bill, whose draft was accepted by government in October 2020. Mapuranga also said it was the responsibility of the war veterans to ensure that the revolutionary ideology and liberation war history was preserved. The war veterans continue promoting, defending, and popularizing the party's policies and protect the leadership from any unwarranted attempts to demean or undermine their authority and guide against, he added. Meanwhile, Newsday has learned that Zanu PF members of Parliament MPs have expressed discontent over government's alleged failure to prioritize their welfare while pampering ministers with hefty packages. Some Zanu PF and opposition legislators threatened to block Finance Minister Mnangagwa's mid-term budget as they protest against Treasury failure to provide them with fuel and priorities their welfare. In an interview with Newsday yesterday, some Zanu PF MPs who spoke on condition of anonymity said they were not happy with the treatment they were getting from Mnangagwa's government. While MPs were recently put out of hotels for non-payment of bills by Parliament, while with others yet to get their service vehicles, ministers have been pampered with houses worth almost $500,000 and luxury cars, among other benefits. As MPs, we are suffering, we are being treated unfairly, but our ministers are living lavishly. They are given houses worth almost $500,000. They are not being asked to move out of their hotels, and it's very unfair, said one MP. Most of the ministers are just technocrats. They don't even know how to mobilize support for President Mnangagwa going into the 2023 elections. Legislator who request not to be named added, it's very unfortunate that as Zanu PF MPs, it is now difficult for us to speak about our welfare in Parliament because we will be seen as traitors. Zanu PF Chief Whip Popuraito Garaipi said he was not aware of the MPs' concerns. I'm not aware of any such concerns from Zanu PF MPs. What I'm aware of is our government's effort to improve the incomes and benefits of the civil servants, including those of MPs. Togarepi said MPs, like all other people, are entitled to an income of their wish, and they can raise their concerns honorably through appropriate parliamentary structures. I'm not aware of ministers' benefits or how they compare with our MPs, he added. The duty of every Zanu PF member is to campaign for President Emmerson Mnangagwa, and I want to thank our legislators for taking their deployment in their constituencies seriously. Recently, the legislators confronted Mnanga's deputy Clement Dua at the government caucus room in Parliament demanding money for their upkeep. The meeting came after some MPs were left stranded in having failed to refuel their cars at the Central Mechanical Equipment Department because there was no fuel. And so, as for Nyadzima ministers getting my hefty packages in the houses worth almost 500,000 US dollar, it's a lot of money. Yes, I'm not surprised because goreno ndo gorero kupezera kakutoti kana uchida kana imba kana something you have to, and surprisingly some of these ministers are the worst performing ministers we ever had in Zimbabwe. And so it's a topic for another day. And so for my war veterans are kuda ma seats in parliament. Vasukuru vanenge vasiyana nekumbo. And yes, tikuda ma youth in parliament. We want more youth in parliament, not vanagogona na sekuru. And yes, bata rini makabata muna 1979, 1976, 1974. Ipapo makabata pfuti makamhanisa varungu vakatiza. Yes, makata basa. But you guys deserve to rest. And muri kumba muchona TV, muchona vazukuru, muchiswera navazukuru. I mean, yes, kwete kuti anzi muda a seat in parliament or my seats in parliament. Come on, guys. But anyway, this is daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Mnangagwa TV. I still stand for what I said before here, that Zimbabwe anambo sunungurwa ne Zanu PF chete. Yakasunungurwa nemacomrades akawanda nanasekuru nanagogo akawanda vamwe vana kudzoka andika vakafira ikoko andika saka kuti Zanu PF yane War Veterans League. I understand kuti vanhu vanosupport Zanu PF, but to just say kuti this is the only organization or institution yakarwa hondo muZimbabwe, that would be a lie. There are so many women and men vakaenda kuhondo andika vakanorwira Zimbabwe and kutendai zvikuru andika saka to personalize it and say Zanu PF ndo vakarwira hondo chete. This is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news of Prince Mnangagwa TV. Thank you for listening and watching. Bless up.
Synesthetic.